In Lakesh and Veritas, with honor, respect, and gratitude, everyone. Happy today and welcome to our Divination workshop tonight on the high frequency living on the Laota of the Sun YouTube channel. High frequency living offers live streams which focus on high frequency living lifestyle topics like meditation, breath work, wellness, and nutrition, of the sun classes and modalities like quantum light property clearing, soul translation, light body movement, and many other high frequency topics. Be sure to check out High Frequency Living on Instagram as well for inspiring recipes and topics. I am Diane of the Sun, owner of In Lakesh Studio One, a franchise of the Sun. We offer quantum light property clearing services, soul translation modalities, truth and tea, call for the truth card readings, lexigram service, and other services and products. And if you're looking for a unique gift for yourself or someone who's on the high frequency living journey, check out inlakeshstudio1.com. We offer clearing candles in all the chakra colors, red for the root this month in December. Other energetic support products are frequency waters, and like vibration is a frequency water, and frequency waters with other frequencies like calm, courage, those types, strength, and ho'oponopono, all kinds of different frequencies that will assist you in getting to those frequencies when we need a little bit of extra assistance. We have DNA clearing bath salts, and right now we have the red salt in stock, and the black salt will be coming, I believe, in a few weeks, so you can check that out. And the DNA salts are Hawaiian salts. The red is red Hawaiian salt, and the black is black Hawaiian salt, which has lava from the lava. So they're both very, very cleansing. And you need just a little bit, a tablespoon or two in your bath with your Epsom salts. And it really helps to cleanse the toxins from your body. And if you don't take a full bath, you can just do it in a foot bath. It's very helpful both ways. So check out inlakeshstudio1.com for gift ideas on highly vibrational products. So you can book a service there as well if you're interested in Truth and Tea. So Truth and Tea is a service that is a personal call for the truth divination card reading. And you can select how deep you'd like to go. There's a reading of 1 card, or 3 cards, or 9 cards. And it's available as a remote service. So we do it on a GoToMeetings platform. Or if you're in the Atlanta area, I'd be happy to meet you somewhere that would be close by in Atlanta. And if you're having a party of some sort or a get-together, this would be a great option to offer to your people that are coming to your party or an event. It's a personal service, so we could, at an event, we could do, I've done at events where I've done like a 1 card reading, and that's been beneficial for people. I've also done a group reading with a whole group. And it wasn't individual, but it was a whole group. So there's options. So if you're interested in any of that, just contact me at info@inlakeshstudio1.com. These cards are a great way to learn more about ourselves. So next Friday, I'll be hosting the Divination workshop again on this YouTube channel. And I will have a guest, and I'm excited to share that Stephanie Miller of the Sun will be joining me as well for a discussion. So I hope you can join us next Friday. And then the following Friday, January 2nd, starting the new year 2026 at 7 p.m., Laota of the Sun will be joining for our In Lakesh Studio One's Evolutionary Book Club. And she will be joining to discuss her book, Call for the Truth. And she wrote this a few years ago. It's a wonderful, wonderful book. And if you're interested in reading it, you can get it on Amazon. I have a couple copies myself. If you want to info at inlakeshstudio1.com, and I can get one out to you. I have a hardcover and I have a couple soft covers as well. I found them. And it's a great book. It's also available on audio. And if you have Spotify, it is included in the service, so you can listen to it there as well. So this is going to be an exciting evening of discussion. So bring your questions and comments and join us in the chat that evening. Of the Sun has the ongoing light body movement the first 4 Sundays of every month at 6 p.m. Eastern. We're exploring the root chakra, going deeper this time because this is the second time in this month of December. There's always more to explore, so each session is different. This membership is a great way to be introduced to and enhance your Of the Sun practices, ideas, modalities, etc. And at only $45 a month, you have access to all sessions that are live, and they are recorded, so you can listen to them if you miss it or if you'd like to listen to it again. There's all materials and meditation that are also included in the drive, and so you have access to that. And there's a lot of digital information as well in ebook form, and you can register at ofthesun.com for that. And Of the Sun classes are resuming in January. They took December off, but now we're going to be starting again in January. And Laota will be teaching a soul translation class on energetic triggers. And Tavares will be teaching an Akashic Records reading class. So if you're interested in either or both of those, you can check them out at ofthesun.com. And if you have any questions, you can reach out at contact@ofthesun.com. The only prerequisite for soul translation classes is the Sun calibration class. And if you haven't taken it yet, it is offered as a recorded class at a discounted price. If you're interested or have any questions about that, you can contact me at info@inlakeshstudio1.com. Or you can contact Ahad at contact@ofthesun.com. And be sure to check out all the other live streams that are on the Laota of the Sun YouTube channel. On Wednesdays, I generally do a meditation or a conversation. And on Thursdays, it's always a fun conversation between Laota and Tavares and a pertinent topic for the day. And then on Fridays, I am doing the Divination workshop with the Call for the Truth cards and the book club. And there'll be some other things. We're working on a few different new things in January, so stay tuned for that as well. So thank you, everyone, for joining. And in the chat, I see Stephanie Singletary and Lakesh and Veritas and Diva 831 in Lakesh and Veritas, everyone. So welcome to our Call for the Truth card reading tonight. It is, it's very cool, of course. And what I did was I did pull the cards earlier, just a few minutes ago. And I'm going to try to share something. I'm going to share the screen if I can. So we'll see if we can do that. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is talk about the cards a little bit. These cards were created by Laota after her book as a companion, and there are many, many maxims in the cards that are from her book, and some are from different sessions that she has given, in classes or different things. So there's lots of maxims. And so that's like the main part of the card. And then there's a topic. There's a number, there's a platonic solid, there's a color. It relates to a chakra. And so we'll go over all the different layers of the cards as we go through our reading tonight. So if you're interested also in buying a set for yourself, if you don't have one, they come in a beautiful velvet bag. And there's 52 cards, these beautiful cards that Tavares designed. And they come with a book, which mine is used often every day. And so there's lots of good information, extra information in the book as well. Give you some ideas to move forward with. So to start, we knock 3 times on the cards to clear the cards. And we synchronize and harmonize with the cards because the cards have consciousness, like everything, like all of us, and everything around us has consciousness. So we synchronize and harmonize, and we ask our question. And the first question I asked was, how many cards shall we pull for tonight's reading? And I asked if there would be 1. I got no. I got 3. Yes, I got yes for 3. So I pulled 3 cards. So then as you're shuffling, you ask the question. And the question that I asked tonight was, what is the most pertinent information that all of us on the line tonight and all that will listen to it in the future will need to hear? And so I did the card reading, and these were the cards that came forward. And let me see if I can share this. All right, thank you. Thank you for your patience. I'm hoping this is going to work. So let's see. Okay. Now, can you see this sharing? If you could let me know in the chat, if you could, or a thumbs up or something to let me know if you can see that in the chat. Not in the chat, if you could let me know in the chat, but if you could see this on the screen. Because I can see it on the screen, but I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen. Yes, okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your feedback. Okay, so this was, the first card is the past card. So this is the past, present, and future. And can you see it? Is it large enough or does it need, I don't know how to make it larger. Okay, you're asking to zoom in. Let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can make it bigger. I don't see a way of doing that here. So, bottom right is the slider. I see this, but it doesn't seem to be, because I'm in. Okay, maybe what I need to do is go back, stop sharing. Let me stop sharing and go back to this full screen. No, that didn't get to be. Okay. I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna have to play with this. Thank you for your patience. I will get this a little bit better for next time. So, okay. So the first card was the past card, and that's belief. And that is, we must align our thoughts and our spoken word. You must believe what you are saying. Be congruent. Be your relief from the congestion of indecision. This is all about making decisions and deciding. Make a decision and then go from there. And if it didn't happen to work the way that you wanted it to, then you just make another decision and move on. That has been something for me. I know it's been a little bit of a challenge sometimes, that I wanted to make sure I made the right decision. And it's like, you're always going to make the right decision. I've learned that. So, and there's always a way to change. So this is the color gold, and it's above the head. It's above our crown chakra. The color gold is about illumination and the sun, prestige and wealth, success, affluence. However, the flip side is greed, overambitious, arrogance, and extravagance. So we have to be sure we don't slip into that. But this also reminds me, the gold is when we do the breath of fire meditation at the end. You're reaching up into the golden ball, the golden bubble above your head, and that's where this card comes from, is that area. And so that is about foundation and intention. And this is the number 9. The number 9 is selflessness and compassion, encompassing a love for all. It desires to apply its energy to universal service. It bestows an impersonal view of life, one that is generous, benevolent, and patient. 9 is ready to give back to the universe some measure of what it has learned through the 8 previous steps of the cycle. And because it's above the throat, it is part of the dodecahedron ether element. And that is about ascension, divinity, oneness, connecting with our spirit energy. So are you seeing the sharing still? Okay. All right. So Stacy has a comment. The beauty of accepting that it is always the right decision. It is the right decision because there is always the lesson for growth and elevation. Yes, absolutely. For sure. That is something that we all need to remember. It's the perspective of it. So, but we have to be congruent. We have to be sure that what we say, our word is bond. So that also applies to when we make a commitment, we need to follow through with that. And if something comes up, then that's fine. But we have to make sure that people believe us. I remember a long time ago when one of my son's grandmas would say things. Oh, I'm going to take all of you kids to Disney World when they were little, and she never did. So she wasn't being very congruent with them. She was excited about doing it, and that was pretty cool. I thought that would be a fun thing, but at that time, not now. But, it was kind of interesting to see. So, but that's in the past. And so our past card, that takes us, it is the past, but it also does still affect us. And it does affect us as either holding us back or has the potential to help us. So if we don't align our thoughts and if we don't make decisions, that will hold us back from moving forward to where we need to go. So we just need to remember to be congruent. So then the present, does anybody else have any other comments? Oh, as always, an on-time message for me. Thank you, Diva. And Yepers, yes. Oh, in Lakesh and Veritas, Gina, welcome. I didn't see that you joined before. If you did, I'm sorry, because the chat goes really fast. Let me just make sure I got everybody here. Okay. Oh, Gina, thank you. I see your comment. I just clicked on it and zoomed in myself. Thank you so much for that. I will definitely work on this for next time, though. And Cecilia, welcome. In Lakesh and Veritas. Stacy in Lakesh and Veritas. Did I welcome everyone? Thank you so much. I'm sorry if I missed somebody, but thank you so much. So the next card is the present card. And this card is self-destruction. Self-destruction is not aligned with fighting for those who cannot help themselves. So this card also says you bring your self-destruction with you wherever you go. And so I have a little note in this book for me, whenever this card comes up, is that I look at self-preservation instead as the alternative to self-destruction and being our authentic self. That is the power. And because self-destruction just is making, now this is something that came forward for me right now, is self-destruction may be a decision that we made. However, we can always change it. It's an opportunity, as Stacy said, for growth and evolution. And so we can say, okay, I had this self-destruction thought, idea, whatever. However, I'm changing it. I am clearing it to the mass clearing. I'm letting it go and I'm replacing it with self-preservation, an idea that is preserving myself instead of destroying myself. However, sometimes self-destruction can also be looked at as like destroying the old self in order to get to the new self. And so it can be looked at a few different ways. So, but this is the number 3. And so the number 3 is it combines the qualities of 1 and 2, a diversified vibration, carrying the qualities of manifestation and self-expression. The fractions in the 0 sought to assert their individuality under 1 and felt the attraction of others under 2. now awakens to its need for social interaction. 3 is the need to communicate and become involved in the pure joy of living. Through its exuberant response to life, 3 bestows sunny radiance and enthusiasm upon all. And this is the color yellow. Self-knowledge, cheerfulness, concentration, energy, practicality, clarity, optimism. However, the flip side is caution, unstable, and cowardice. And I can see where the cowardice brings in that self-destruction, because we may be afraid of saying something or doing something, and in reality, it's something we need to do. And if we don't do it, it's not in our highest good. And if we do it, it is preserving us. So, but I find it interesting this card is coming up right now when all these things are changing. It's the timeline shift, and all of us are stepping into our new identities and letting go of the old, because the world is so different with the new world. So it's very interesting that's coming up. So this also is about the solar plexus, which is our solar center. It's about our self-esteem, confidence, and power. And interestingly enough, this is the archangel realm that I am working on for myself. So I need to work on that. Thank you. And this is about the fire element. And so this is the tetrahedron, fire, purpose, and power. Oh, and there's a comment. Thank you. Received. And then an absolutely interesting card for the present. Yes, it is very interesting for now. But it's something to be aware of. It's not anything to be afraid of. And it is like, okay, a reminder. Stay in self-preservation. Don't drop into the lower frequencies that will be the self-destruction. Are there any other comments on that card? Or we'll move on. Okay, so the future card is evolution. The higher frequencies disrupt the interference patterns that would rob us of our elevation. The universe will not be denied. Evolution will not wait. Resistance is futile. And that is, it's these cards are amazing. I just love them. It's so cool to see that it's a reminder that to get out of the lower frequencies of self-destruction, you need to use those higher frequencies, and it will disrupt it. It will get rid of it. So as we raise our vibration and stay at the highest possible vibration, and that's something that comes forward too for the evolution card, for me, is to keep calling for the highest possible vibration. Keep calling for the highest possible vibration, and stay in that high frequency so that you can be above the self-destruction. So this is the crown chakra. Number 7, it's the crown chakra. And that is about awareness and divinity and oneness. And the color violet is about imagination, spirituality, creativity, psychic awareness, mystical, unity, royalty, and moodiness. Moodiness, decadence, and entitlement are the flip side. So we want to be aware of those. So this is the number 7. And the number 7 seeks answers, tries to establish an ideology by which to live, and attempts to penetrate the mystery behind its existence, which it has never questioned to this point. Number 7 feels the need to spend time alone, away from crowds, in touch with nature, seeks friendships with an elevated consciousness that is harmonious. And this also is related to the dodecahedron. And that is for ether, ascension and divinity, oneness, and connecting with our spirit energy. And I find it interesting that the past and the future are both in that upper chakra area in the ethers. However, currently we're up there too with the solar plexus and the sun. But I think it's a good reminder to stay at the highest possible vibration. Does anybody have any other comments about any of the cards or all of them together, the sequence of events? I thought it was interesting as I looked at the teas. There are, some of the herbal teas have come forward, and 2 dodecahedrons. Yes. Interesting that it's above the head. I mean, in the above the neck. So I'm going to stop sharing. Okay. Stacy says it seems like a closure of the physical reality of old self-destructive patterns to bring in the most elevated timeline. Absolutely. For sure. Yes. So the teas, the herbal teas, the herbs that have come forward for this card reading are, for the first card, for belief, was peppermint. And for self-destruction is Tulsi tea. So peppermint, let me explain a little bit about peppermint tea. Peppermint is the herb that came forward for all Call for the Truth cards for the whole deck. They said, we want to be the spokes herb. I said, okay, cool. And they are mostly for truth and belief, but they clear the lies in areas so that we can see, speak, hear, and feel the truth. So if some area needs to be open, peppermint will assist with that. As you call for the truth, ask for assistance from peppermint tea to clear the lies so you are able to see the truth in your experiences. And then the self-destruction card, Tulsi, or holy basil. Holy basil, sorry, correction. Holy basil. And that transforms fear and doubt into courage and confidence. It is about survival. So that's what self-destruction, we need to flip that. So Tulsi tea, holy basil is an adaptogenic, so it changes things. And so it can change from self-destruction to self-preservation. And then evolution, butterfly pea flowers came forward, and they bring in the light frequency. So if you have an opportunity to have any of those teas, they'll help bring forward some of these new ideas. So Gina says, we must imagine a new future. In order to do that, we must stay in our highest possible vibration. Perfect card for the future. Thank you. Yes, I agree. And highest possible vibration is a wonderful affirmation and practice that we can always do. And then Stacy says, clarity and truth from the tea, both delicious. Yes. So thank you. So if you'd like, I thought maybe we could do just maybe a couple minute meditation with calling for the highest possible vibration, since that card came up indirectly for that. So if you'd like, get comfortable and we can call for the highest possible vibration together. And before we do that, let us call for the truth. Call to see the truth in all things. Call to hear the truth in all that we hear. Have the courage to speak the truth. Accept nothing less than the truth in all of our experiences. Shall we call for the highest possible vibration? 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 Shall we call for the truth? Shall we call to see the truth in all things? Shall we call to hear the truth in all that we hear? Shall we have the courage to speak the truth and accept nothing less than the truth in all of our experiences? Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for your patience with the cards on the sharing. I will work on that for next time, and hopefully I'll be able to figure out how to make it bigger. But I'm glad you were able to make it larger too. So thank you. And thank you for all of your comments. And I look forward to seeing you next time in Lakesh and Veritas with honor, respect, and gratitude, integrity, discipline, and action to all.